Welcome to our online course, MGF1106. My name is Dr. Weideman. I will be your professor for this course. Let's explore the My Courses course first. From the course homepage, which you see here on the screen, which is where you'll always land when you first come into the course, you have several options. Let's just look at what's here on the course homepage. There's news items on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, there's a calendar with the updates of upcoming events. Below the news area on the right-hand side, we'll come back to this in a minute, there's the link to MyMathlab. And there's also information here on the right side about proctored testing. This class has a proctored midterm and a proctored final that will be administered using HonorLog. So you want to make sure you take a look at the different links here, student guide, frequently asked questions, and so forth, to make sure that you understand how HonorLog works and that your computer is ready for HonorLog. From here, let's click on course content. And one place you're going to want to go right away is to the Begin Here module. And in Begin Here, this has got all the introductory information that you need to get started in the course. And it's set up in little sub-modules here. In the first sub-module, you'll find the syllabus, the weekly schedule, and the syllabus quiz. And you do need to get 100% on the syllabus quiz in order to unlock the unit modules. You can see Unit 1 and Unit 2 over here on the table of contents. You won't see those until you complete that syllabus quiz with a score of 100%. The syllabus goes over all the details about the course. The weekly schedule shows all the assignments and their due dates, and I'd suggest that you print that out and keep that close to your computer so you can keep track of what we're working on each week and what's due. Also in this module, there is information to help you get started in the course. There's a link to the proctored testing information, the first class discussion, the class introduction, ask a question forum. You can post questions about the course to your other students in the class. There's also information about getting registered in MyMathlab, the My Courses tutorials, and then some links for learner support. And let's take a look at one of the unit modules. They're all set up the same way. And in the beginning, up top here, it'll tell you what sections we cover from the textbook. And then there's an introduction that goes over all the activities for the unit, which are also listed right here. There are section notes that I've created for each of the sections covered in the unit. There are also lecture videos and worked example videos, which are videos that I've created in YouTube. There's the assignments that are required, and then each unit has a discussion. So every unit module here in My Courses will be set up the same way. Now, this is really important. You want to make sure, let me go back to Begin Here and open up the syllabus. You want to make sure that you've purchased the MyMathlab Access Kit for our textbook. And it's listed here in the syllabus under Required Course Materials. You want to get that Access Kit. You want to make sure you have that because you need to get registered in MyMathlab as soon as possible because you have assignments due the first week. And the way you get registered is go back to the course home. And on the left-hand side, under the news area, you're going to click on the widget to take you to Pearson My Labs. The first time you go here, it's going to walk you through how to get registered. If you already have used Pearson before, use your username and password. If you haven't, you'll set up a username and password, and then you'll enter the code from that Access Kit that you purchased. If you haven't gotten your Access Kit yet, you're waiting for financial aid or whatever, when you go through the registration process, in the lower part of the screen, there should be an option there to do a temporary account that's good for 14 days without paying. So there's no reason for you not to get registered as soon as possible. And let's take a look at our MyMathlab course. So when you first go in there, the first homepage in there will show a calendar. You can control how that shows by day, by week, by 2 weeks, by month. And if you do it by month, and if we go up to the next month here of August, you'll see it has little dots to show when assignments are due. So there's 2 homeworks due on the 24th, there's 2 homeworks due on the 31st, and so forth. The units of study over here on the left toolbar are set up the same way as the unit modules in My Courses. And the Assignments tab has all the assignments that are in MyMathlab for you to work on with the due dates. And I want to point out that on the unit tests, there's a little flag here reminding you must score at least 60% on each of the homeworks that are linked to that unit test in order to unlock the test. And again, I want to, let me pull up a homework too. I want to show you that there are some learning aids on the homework problems. I'll just pick one at random here. So if you're working on a homework problem, there's question help here. Help me solve it will help you solve this exact problem. When you get finished going through those steps, it's going to give you a new problem to work on. View an example will solve a similar example. This takes you to the textbook area where this is covered, and then Ask My Instructor, and you can also print it. Some other questions might have an animation depending on what the problem is, but there's a different sets of question help for different questions. These question helps are not available on the unit tests. So I welcome you to our course, and again, I just want to emphasize that we do have a proctored midterm and final, which will be given using HonorLock. So you want to make sure you review those materials and that you're aware of the requirements for your computer with a webcam or a built-in camera, and that you download the Chrome plugin that's needed to use HonorLock. So I look forward to working with you this semester.